Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back. Can you guys hear me? All G. Cool, I made $200 while I went to go eat 5 minutes ago. So I'm up. How much am I up trading with you guys live today? I think I'm up $700. Ooh, it's so hard to make $700 in a day of trading. Honestly guys, it's really freaking easy. It really is easy. I'm just pouring myself. Whoops, man. I just poured juice into my coffee. I meant to pour in the other cup. You know, now I got juice. Let's see how it tastes, actually. I wonder how it tastes. It's nasty. Oh, that's so gross. Note to self, never pour juice in your coffee. That's not good at all. That's really gross. That's so gross. But yeah, I'm going to close my Ethereum Classic position. I don't want to be in it. I'll take my whatever profit there. And I'll take my $200 profit total here. Bam! Shakalaka! Just made $700 in front of you guys today. You know how I made that? I'm going to show you guys how I made that, okay? Let's get my my window up. Where's the other one? Right here. Okay. I'll show you guys how I made that super quick profit on EOS. You guys saw me go long on it earlier, right? You guys saw me make that $250 going long on it. Well, I just bought it like around here, I think, earlier. And then I shorted it because it's simple. Because I saw the RSI just too high, right? I saw it way too high right there. And I saw that it's about to cross over right there. So then I just said, okay, well, I'm going to take my profit there, which you guys saw me take earlier. And I shorted as well. So in EOS today, playing like $10,000 positions, I've made like $400 or something, right? So when you guys practice watching these indicators, it gets pretty easy to trade, to be quite honest, okay? So let's go over this. Let's go over NEO right now. Okay, let's do this. Where the fudge is my NEO? I don't even have NEO on. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so do you guys know what the golden pocket is? Every time, it's hard, InfoPlanet, to give you guys a heads up because it's all about positioning your ladders properly, you know? My screen resolution drops? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by my resolution drops. It should be in 1080p, like I see in 1080p, and I'm using a really good internet. So I'm not sure what you're referring to. Bit blurry? Huh. Really? I'll have to take a look at that, okay? Maybe it's your crappy internet, no offense, okay? Because I'm using a crazy fast internet here. I upgraded to the fastest one now. I can download at like 50 megabytes per second, which is 400 megabits per second. That's really freaking fast internet. And my upload is literally 25 megabytes/second, which is equal to like, whatever 25 times 8 is. Let's do some Asian level mathematics. 25 times 8, 210 megabits per second. Like, that's really fast. So, yeah. And I'm using an i7. Like, I'm using an i7 770, whatever. So, it's a really fast Skylake. Anyways, yeah. Maybe if you weren't using like a 486 DX2 with a 12 kilobyte video card, it wouldn't be lagging on your end there, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. I'm going to talk to you guys about something called the golden ratio. It's a really awesome ratio. If you guys don't know about it, it's in between the 618 and the 65, okay? So if you guys don't have that, double click on your Fibonacci tool, you know, add checkmark 1 in here and type in 0.65. They call it the golden pocket because a lot of algorithms and people in general will panic sell when it gets slightly lower than the 618, and then algos will also start trigger buying at 0.65. So it's kind of a way of like tricking each other back and forth, right? So what I highly recommend doing is to set your 618 and 65 Fibonacci here. So we're going to look at this in a very detailed time frame. Now, we fell through many support regions already. One support region which everybody thought was going to hold was there. Another support region that a lot of people thought were going to hold was here, right? Here we're kind of there right now already. So let's take a look at our Fibonacci tool. I'm actually interested in buying NEO. I have to admit that I am. You have been watching, you know what, I don't really watch him too much, to be quite honest, only here and there, but that's how people would define the 0.65 pocket there. Yeah, I can't say I watch a lot of other people's YouTube videos too much. I just don't have time for that. Yeah, I here and there, I don't really follow people much. I kind of just follow my own TA. So here's the golden pocket, guys. Check it out, right? If you guys take your Fibonacci from your previous swing low, like your super swing low, to your swing high, which is right there, what you guys see is actually a very, very good region to be buying soon. This candle right here is actually very bullish to me. Despite it being red here, what I think of it is like a bullish spinning top, right? Now, what I'm going to wait for to enter a very long position for NEO is, okay, you guys have to remember that, let's go to CoinMarketCap, okay? It's also scary, but there's a lot of potential right now. If you guys take a look at NEO, historical data, volume has definitely picked up over the past few days, right? It's because we're reaching near that golden ratio. If you guys don't know what the golden ratio is, that's a 618 Fibonacci number. It's found everywhere in the universe, okay? It's found from the way the galaxies are spiraled, to the way seashells are shaped, to the way our DNA is helixed in a coil, to the way architects naturally design buildings based on that ratio. Trees especially as well, right? The way branches are, like the Fibonacci number is the Fibonacci sequence of numbers. It's an amazing part of life, and we find it everywhere as well in charts, right? So whenever we get closer to this fib level, do you see how we're getting closer from the 0.5 to the 618? Naturally as well, what we see is the volume also increasing, right? Pretty cool, right? Is there really an echo? I just got a brand new microphone. Man, I gotta get a condenser microphone maybe, okay? Yeah, I'll get a condenser mic. So as we get closer and closer, hello, 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 hello. How's that echo? How's that echo? Okay, so now we get closer to the fib level of the golden ratio, and the volume really picks up, right? That's incredible. That's so freaking awesome, guys, that the volume is really picking up overall, okay? So anyways, that's what I wanted to make note of, and that's how you start to tell when the market is generally getting more interested in a coin, okay? So yeah, so what I'm gonna wait for, because I want to go really long on NEO. I'm done kind of day trading. It's really boring, guys, making $1,000 a day sometimes. Like, I just can't, you know, it's just boring. I'd rather make like much more without having to trade less, okay? Because it's a lot of hustle. It's really a lot of hustle to like make a K sometimes a day. Like today, I made 4 trades and I made $700 basically in front of you guys. But why do I want to make 4 trades when I can just make 1 or 2 or 3 big trades a week? And then I can make even more money. I got a lot more time to do things for myself, you know? Asian people love to do this, you know? We're Asian, we're really good at that. We really like that, just, you know? I want to find more time to do things like that for myself. I want to be able to go out a lot more. I want to just travel a lot more. I'm going to Thailand, guys. I'm going to go meet my friend Mel. If you guys don't know who that is, Mel Coins. I'm going to invite Val to come with me as well. Oh my goodness. What is this? Hold on. What is this? You are a stud. Watches live streams. Search BOGGDES. Jake. That's... I know who that is. That's Darth Vader. Okay, thank you very much. Did you just give me $10? Do you guys know what this is? I have no idea what this is. Top chat. I don't even know what a lot of these features are. Okay, looks like he gave me $10. I don't know how to claim that, but cool. I'm gonna give it to my dog. Gonna buy her a little 13-ounce bottle of tequila. But anyways, all I'm saying is like, I'm going to show you guys how to search for these really big trades for the week, okay? You want to first of all find confirmation that we have found solid support. And for example, right here, we have found absolutely solid support, right? But the only thing that worries me today is this volume right here compared to yesterday. So I'm going to give it about 1 more candle for the day, okay? That's what I want to do. So yeah, so I want to give it one more day. How do I exit this? Okay, here we go. So I want to give it one more day and see how this candle forms. If we actually end up getting this type of candle, it's called a doji, okay guys? It's called a doji, and if it forms, it's going to be very bullish for the next few days. Simple as that, guys. It's going to be really bullish, and I'm going to enter into a very long position. So, you know, we might even want to target something like this region right here, around the 0.5 Fibonacci level. So then if we take a risk to reward possibility, it's actually a really good trade setup, right? We can target around here. It's pretty decent in my opinion. 1.15 or 1.5 to 1, right? With your stop loss slightly below here. Possible 17% gain, guys. I mean, if you look at a 17% gain, if you're playing, I don't know, a $10,000 position, you could be looking at $1,700 profit in one single trade. We have found support, in my opinion. I honestly just can't see it breaking down much further than that. I mean, I think that the golden ratio and the golden pocket is definitely something that's going to hold fairly true right now. And also, if we take a look at here, this could be viewed in many ways, right? Just based on trendline analysis, we can even end up seeing this as a possible horizontal support on different time frames as well. Yeah, they're all going to be uploaded afterwards. Would you swing trade on margin? Yeah, I would swing trade on margin. I do it all the time. We're used to. The fees are not really much. Fees are super duper low. Like, we're talking like pennies on the dollar, you know? On a 10K position, maybe you'd pay like $5, $10 on a swing position. You have no idea how much money that people that watch. Really? You think so, Myra? I don't know how much people play. Like, I don't. Some viewers play a lot of money. From what I know, like they could be playing with tens. Like some of my viewers I know play with like hundreds of thousands. So, but like from an Elliott wave count, guys, this is a really ugly count, right? But if we look at Elliott wave on Neo, there's no doubt that this is basically ABC. And how do we know that this is ABC? Because this actually made the most beautiful 5 waves right there. Like, it's actually technically one of the best charts to play. But in terms of this one here, this made some pretty nasty crap. Like, this whole region right here was so ugly to play, guys. It's probably one of the ugliest charts that I have seen for the uptrend here. And yeah, it had to be some sort of like diagonal that was forming. So because it's a diagonal, we would allow a overlap of the wave 4 and the wave 1 territory. So I think that a lot of people ended up speculating it to be something like that right here. Now, I was expecting another subwave up, but that clearly didn't happen at all. We ended up getting more like a double top, right? Do you guys see this double top that we formed on the 5 waves here? So because it formed that, we could have expected a pretty big downtrend in my opinion. And once again, we allow this overlap on wave 4 because it's a diagonal. And that can happen on the first wave very easily. Then if we actually count this here somewhere, I can't even possibly count it. But what I already know is that if this is the 5th wave that went up to here, then we're retracing right now to the golden pocket range. So as soon as this daily forms, that's my criteria for entering once again, guys, okay? Once this forms on the daily chart, I'm probably going to enter like a $20,000, $30,000 position. But I'll keep you guys updated in about 11 hours. So assuming we do have waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going up, and then we do have some sort of ABC coming down. Let's see if we can actually see it. No, it's very hard to count it here. Almost impossible to count, I'd say, an ABC structured here, because it's just so choppy, and it's very, very small. This might be an ABC with a very crappy dead cat bounce like that. If that was an ABC, maybe this made a 1-to-1. And surely enough, it made an exact 1-to-1 ratio. Cool, right? I can't really see it going lower. Honestly, I have a really hard time seeing this go lower right now. Because, you guys look on this candle right here, right? I mean, if we were going lower, we wouldn't have a bunch of these series of rejections going down with the wicks like that, right? So the bears have attempted to push it down. Did I lose on that Neo trade? No, I took my profit. I haven't lost a trade in 3 days. I took my profit there. Geez, maybe it was a tiny profit. I can't even remember how much it was, like $80 on my previous trade for that Neo. Then I went to bed and I passed out for like 30 hours. So yeah. I'll show you guys it. Let's see if I can actually pull it up so you guys can see my trade. It was really crappy though, like I barely made any profit on it. I might have made only like $100 or something. I rode it for a really long time. I waited on that guy. Like we're talking really waited. Here we go. Tuesday, March 6th. Hold on. Was it March 6th? Yeah. Here's my trade for Neo. Right here. I was buying it like anywhere between 102 to 107, if you guys remember. Then it got pretty much right to the peak at 107, right there. And then I sold everything. Then I bought a bunch more. I sold it. And I think I bought a bunch more earlier, just today as well, right? That you guys saw. And then I closed my position. So I haven't taken a loss on Neo quite yet. But I would definitely urge you guys to consider going to a long position. But not yet, guys. Like, I'm just saying this as a friend, okay? Like, not a financial advisor in any way. But you guys should consider on this daily close, if it closes green with more volume. If it doesn't close green with more volume, because you got to note that we're only halfway into the day, but this volume is already only not even half of the previous day. So it's definitely worrying me a little bit, but I think it's an acceptable risk to reward there, where you take your Fibonacci, you know, take your Fibonacci from the swing high there, and then target the 0.5 region roughly, or the right around this region right there. And that would make a very good trade, assuming that we get more volume and it is green. And then you take your stop loss slightly below there. Decent risk to reward. I can say 1.3 for a very risky play. Well, actually, it's not decent. Who am I kidding, guys? It's not decent at all. I highly recommend that you guys only enter this trade if you're willing to actually, you know, risk that much, because you could risk, you're risking 13% of your money there, right? For a possible 17% gain. To me, that's worth it. I make these kind of risks all the time. So anyways, I think I'm done my TA for this video right now. There's really not too much to go over in terms of candlestick analysis. And then the one major thing is right here, guys. We found support like on Neo's RSI. You guys know how I always talk about RSI support, right? That's definitely support found in my opinion. Last time we found this low RSI was on December the 2nd, right? And then we found it again on around February the 6th. And now we're at that RSI support range again, guys, right? So it might go down a tiny bit lower. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll end up going to like the $81 range, guys. But either way, like I expect a massive bounce off of Neo soon. So yeah. So do you guys have any questions? I'm gonna do another Jay Lee. I'm gonna do another Bitcoin update later during today. I was swearing too much in my previous video and it wasn't really too professional, so I decided to not upload it. Okay, I'll definitely do another video on time frames for you. Yeah, I'll definitely add that to my to-do list. Really, I will. To-do list. I'm just writing it so I can remember. Create time frames. Any suggestions for what you guys would like me to work on for you? I already have an index fund. But it's my index fund. I got a whole, have you guys ever seen my Excel? I got low risk, I got high risk, I have a risk index on there and an index fund. But it's mine. Well, it's really up to you where you enter. I'm probably going to enter depending on how this candle forms, because we're at the golden pocket. And then you got a choice to make, right? You either stick to your stop loss, or you still stay very bullish, and then you add more to your position, and then you believe that maybe 786 will be the lowest. No, I'm not on Molly right now. I'm 100% sober. If I was on Molly right now, I'd be pretty weird. Well, histogram is not a lagging indicator, but MACD is. All moving averages are lagging indicators, but the histogram is not a lagging indicator because it's instant, right? It doesn't take any past data at all. So the histogram is 100% reliable, like for example, RSI. CDO, like collateral debt obligation, like you're talking about that kind of CDO that tanked the world economy in 2008. You're talking about that, right? Like collateral debt obligation. I think I'll pass on that. 30-hour sleep was really good. I had a really dirty dream, but I can't tell you guys about that one. This one had to do with Taylor Swift. Man, Taylor Swift, that girl's naughty. In my dream, she was, at least, okay? Can you please make advanced tutorial on correction patterns, ABC? Man, I got some crazy tutorials, guys. You guys should really go look at them. I don't even think a lot of you guys have made it this far. But these ones are very complicated. If you're looking for correction patterns, like, you know, like these ones are really complicated that I have right here. And they're all free, so you guys should look at them. Like, these ones especially. I have an advanced Elliott wave, WXY. And like these ones in particular. But I'll definitely make some more videos. Okay, I'm gonna add that to my to-do list for you guys. I'll take a look at F. That's on my to-do list too, guys. What's the lowest time frame you would stop trusting the EMA crosses during a downtrend? Well, that's the thing about time frames, right? They've got to be they have to be really understood in a very detailed level. The way I see time frames is once we confirm it on a lower time frame, we try to ride it as high as we can to a higher time frame. And the higher of a time frame it gets to, the more of an overall confirmation that we get. Yeah. Well, because the reason why, okay, Daniel Chung asked a really good question. How's the histogram not a lagging indicator while the MACD is? What considers a lagging indicator is it takes past data, okay? It takes the past data and accumulates it to form an average. Does that make sense? Right? So, for example, take a look here, guys. Do you guys see this right here where it's about to cross over? Well, in hindsight, it has technically already crossed over, right? So if people are entering a short position when it crosses over here, right? Do you guys see what I'm talking about? In hindsight, it actually already started to downtrend. And where it started to downtrend was obviously here already, right? But if you look at the histogram, because it's not taking any previous data, right? It takes no previous data whatsoever. Well, if you look at the histogram, so if you guys don't know what a histogram is if the candles go down, it starts to tick down. If the candles go up, it ticks up. So if you look at histogram, you can already see the bearish divergence on it, right? From this previous high to this one. That's a bearish divergence. And to me, I would have shorted it from right here, right? From right there. Because this is where the original downtrend actually started. Look at the histogram, right? From this tick to this tick right there. It created like a staircase down. So if you actually look at where it actually downtrended, right? Perfect. It started to downtrend right around this region. So that is the difference between RSI and RSI and histogram. The histogram shows the different ticks up and down and how much it moves. So it doesn't rely on any past data whatsoever, right? So hopefully that made sense to you guys. So when you guys are shorting, when it has crossed over, it might in hindsight already be too late. So you need to combine it with other indicators. for example, I would combine it with RSI, right? We say to ourselves, oh, this RSI actually created a double top. And then we say to ourselves as well, oh, the histogram can't positively tick higher than that. So then when we say, wow, okay, well, the histogram can't go higher, the RSI can't go higher, candlesticks for price action can't go higher with a rejection to the top side as well, therefore it must go down. So you just use a bunch of series of logic as well to deduce. So it's kind of like having a lot of different weapons, right? When you have a lot of different weapons, you can kind of take a guess on when things can go down. I'm not selling my spreadsheet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm keeping that baby for myself. I'm sure you guys can find it online somewhere, though. I spent so much time on it, and it's like my baby, and it's the thing that I care about the most, my spreadsheet, because I feel like I put in so much work into it. That's why I'm not giving it away for free. But you guys can have me, like my body, my soul. Like, you guys can have everything, but except for my spreadsheet there. Yeah, NEO is going to reach $200. I'm pretty sure of it. Why do I think that it's going to reach $200? I just know, like, based on simple extrapolation. Like, it's so easy to tell. Just using Fibonacci and targets. Assuming that we bounce off of here sometime, like, my target's still $240 for NEO. Very, very long term. In fact, if we bounce off of here, I might just adopt like a hold and forget strategy. You know, like, let's say you guys enter into a long position, I might even do something like this for myself. I target at least a 1-to-1 extension for 141% gain. I'll stop myself out below here. Like, I'll stop myself out at 55. This is crazy, the risk though. Yeah, sure, you got a good risk to reward of 3.55 to 1, but you got to remember that it's all about percentages as well, okay? It's really risky play based on percentages. You don't want to lose 41% of your money. So this is not for the inexperienced investor, because you have to micro buy, you have to know how to manage your risk and shed and add and remove, etc. I don't like trading against BTC pair, Justin. You trade against BTC pair, and it's just not fun having to watch Bitcoin all the time. That's why I'm always just trading against USD. It's just so much easier, right? For a trader like you, what is long term? Well, it depends on the position that I've entered. That's a good question, David. The longer term positions for me when I invest is 6 months, like solid up to 6 months. But when I'm talking about long term for swing trading, probably 2 weeks at most. For day trading, long term to me is like 24 hours. So it really depends on the perspective, right? Some people say long term, and it might mean something completely different to someone else because they have a different style of trading. Any long term you're holding now? Well, yeah, I hold long term like Sia Coin, I hold Verge, I hold XLM, I hold what else do I hold? I hold DTA, data, and I hold Golem. That's kind of it. Those coins are the ones where I hold and I forget about them and I check on them once a week. You know, that's it. Once a week I check on it. My Excel automatically updates it by itself. I'm trying to be more professional. I have to be more professional to upload these videos. Phil, it would be great to know more about risk management, like scale up when you enter a position and scale down when things are not going. Yeah, that's something I'll definitely start focusing on as well. You're right. Basically, I use it at the terms shedding risk or adding more risk, etc., right? Did you struggle when you started trading? Yeah, absolutely I struggled, Peter. Absolutely I did. I lost more than $100,000 in my first 6 months of trading. Literally, I lost 100K. It was almost my entire life savings. Like, literally, my entire life savings, right? And it got to the point where I was so broke, right? That I had to live like paycheck to paycheck for my job, and I had to borrow money from my parents. And this was only like, 3 years ago. But now, like, I guess I'm officially retired, put it that way. So when you put in a lot of time into trading, it definitely does pay off. Cameron, everybody loses money. If you haven't lost money in trading, you haven't really traded yet at all. Every good trader that you know will have lost an amazing amount of money when they have first started. If they haven't, they're complete liars, you know? I think that's all I'm gonna do for today, guys. I don't like to keep the videos longer than 35 minutes because I just want to be, you know, want to be consistent, right, guys? I haven't even talked for the CNBC thing. I haven't even talked to Rand Newmer yet. I might just blow him off, you know? I don't care about fame. I don't care about publicity. He can pay me if he wants me to go on CNBC, you know? Should I feel privileged to go on CNBC? Maybe he should be paying me like $10,000 to go on it, you know? So yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm always going to do like questions and answers at the end of every single technical analysis. I'm just trying to get better at doing this. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me as well. And I'll try to keep it much more professional where I won't swear. Okay, guys? Where's Dave? Dave, you have any questions? Dave, I'm going to change my histogram color for you. Dave, where are you? Dave told me to change my histogram color. I'm going to change it to this color for him right here. Hang on. I'm going to change it to the color brown. Like brown, Dave? Dave! Okay, anyways, I'm leaving it like that. Have yourselves a great night, guys, and thank you very much for tuning in. I'll do a Bitcoin update later during the day. And if you guys have suggestions, okay? Make sure if you guys have suggestions to always leave it in the comments, because my ultimate goal is to help you guys become better traders, okay? And because I want you guys to become better traders, I also need feedback from the community for what I can do to help you guys become a better trader as well. So have yourselves a good night, guys, and I'll be back later sometime later. Bye now.